Brian, let's start with you. You say the atmosphere was intense in that courtroom, especially when prosecutors showed that photo of JJ, which they had showed once before in the case.
Yeah, it was just awful to see. Probably one of the most awful things that I've ever seen. The little 7-year-old with special needs. He had his little pajamas on, Elizabeth, and he was bound with duct tape down on his ankles and his wrists. And then there was this plastic bag over his head, and they had cut a hole in it, the police did, once they dug up the body, and you could see some of JJ's hair. So it was just awful to see. I looked at the jury. It was the second time they've seen the photo. They looked totally stunned. I looked over at Lori Vallow, and she was just sitting there like we always see her, just totally with no emotion on her face. And you know the jury saw that too, which was just shocking.
Yeah. Lauren, the defense put on no case, called no witnesses, but suddenly now in closing arguments, they're blaming Chad?
Yes, that's exactly what they did. They got up there and said, look, this isn't about sex. This isn't about sex and money. This is about, and they pointed out the difference in income between Charles and Chad. They pointed out the difference, actually, he pointed out the difference in looks between Charles and Chad, saying this isn't about sex. Look at these two men. And he actually said, take a look at them, use your common sense. And he did say, this is about Chad. Look at these texts. He is the one making these decisions. He is the one with this belief system. He is the one that is deciding what death percentages they are. This is what Chad did.
Sara, you're a defense attorney. Can you do that? Can you not put on a case and then suddenly in closing arguments say, it's not my client, it's her husband?
Yeah, I mean, you can, but it's terrible. I mean, this was one of the most terrible strategies and closing arguments I've ever seen by the defense, because number one, when you make promises in opening statement, you got to keep those promises. In opening statement, they said, focus on Lori. And then in closing argument, they said, it's all about Chad. And also, I expected the defense to be, it's him, she's a follower, he's the leader, the cult indoctrination and manipulation, but there was zero evidence of it. And I expected at least like a cult expert in the defense case who could set that up to then be able to argue. That's where I think they really failed. And so they did, do a decent job of explaining the lies. She did it for Chad, but then they left a lot of bad facts hanging. Like, why did she say those things to her son and her sister, those two confessions? You know?
And by the way, I'm not sure after yesterday hearing all the hot and heavy, texts with all the fire and heart emojis. I mean, some of them were R-rated, for crying out loud.
Right.
To then get in front of the jury and argue, well, she's not into him. He's not as good looking as her dead husband.
Right, that hot factor thing doesn't really go that far. And also the emotion that the defense attorney showed, playing on hopefully some of these jurors' religious tendencies or beliefs. I'm hoping he read them correctly, and then, because we saw Murdoch's lawyer cry for the victims, and that didn't really work either.
Francey, you say there are a lot of similarities in this case between Lori Vallow's case and Casey Anthony's case. Casey Anthony, a mother charged with murdering her child, a mother charged with going off and partying while her daughter was missing, dead, and buried, no definite cause of death. Casey Anthony was acquitted. Do you think there's a chance that might happen here?
Well, unfortunately, Elizabeth, I always think there's a chance that someone like Lori Vallow can get acquitted, mostly because of the things that you've mentioned and something else. Juries do not like to believe that mothers kill their children. We all know it happens, but generally speaking, we as a society believe the mantra of moms, mother tiger coming to her children's defense. And so it's very hard for them to accept that a mom would participate in the death of her children without very strong evidence that she did so. And this is a very circumstantial case, similar to the Casey Anthony case, where you had, you knew that Casey Anthony was with her, you knew that she had control over the child, and you knew that she acted badly when the child went missing and didn't even report it. Exactly the same things that Lori Vallow has done. But it is a leap from acting badly because your children are no longer with you to actually killing them. And I worry that the jury is going to find that there's not enough evidence of that.
We did see, Francey, the gruesome photos of JJ again in the courtroom, but they've never been able to establish a cause of death for Tylee, his big sister, who was also murdered. And is that the similarity, too, to the Casey Anthony case? In other words, juries like to have answers. They don't like to make leaps of faith.
You know, you're absolutely right. That's one of the reasons why I never put engineers on a jury that I ever picked in my life, because they want perfect evidence. A lot of juries want that 2 + 2 = 4. And in most trials, 2 + 2 might equal 4, but maybe it's 5. You just have to accept that beyond a reasonable doubt doesn't mean beyond all doubt. Now, the jury will also want to hold someone accountable for the horrific actions. You had Tylee's burned body. You had poor little JJ in a bag, tied up in a grave. They're going to want to hold someone accountable, but I'm not sure it's going to be Lori Vallow.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.